My name is David Keith, and Galina is not here yet, but she will be here. I just want to say thank you so much for coming out and supporting each other, supporting Brett, supporting the Weibo movement. And I just have to say that Brett's been one of the most pivotal people that I've met in the last year. He's tremendously increased the business here. He's been one of my best friends over time, and he's been a leader and an example. And he's about to come up and say hi to you. So, Brett, why don't you come on up?
Thank you, guys. Galina's not here, by the way, because she's cooking. So, oh yeah,
Russian food.
So we'll have lunch at around 12:30, and it's Russian, so it'll be wonderful. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
If I'm up here talking to you today, I'll get nervous because I'm very shy. So I think we should just have a conversation. What do you think?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to sit for a little bit, and we want to talk about a few things. And you guys are going to be a mastermind right here. You guys are going to, and purposely, it's about even, you'll be a mastermind over here. So when we go into these mastermind moments, you're to chat with each other and discuss the subject that I give you up here on the screen, okay? So you can probably, what's that? Your side's better?
I think our side.
Yeah.
All right.
So just to kind of set the stage.
I'm pumping up our side here.
Yeah, all right, I like it. I
I
like
think
the
it's
energy.
even here.
Remember,
Well, if we had you, would be perfect. Then we'd be perfect.
when you meet my new friend John King, he's going to say it's not a zero-sum game. It's a win-win. So anyway, we're going to have mastermind here, mastermind together. You're going to hear that word a lot today. Some things that I feel I've cracked the code on through my mentors, advisors, and just experience and time in life. And the end goal is we want to just be better, right? Do more, have more, be more, whatever it is that you want. We're going to talk about that. But before we get going, the first thing we need to do is make sure we have permission. So you kind of give permission when you pay the fee and you register, and that's financial permission. Now I'm going to ask for mental permission. So we're going to be here together for a little while. I mean, it's going to be a great day, and you're going to be fine. We're going to have plenty of breaks. We've got great food. We've got coffee. We've got tea. So you don't need to worry about your body. Your body permission is easy there. Okay, we're going to make sure you're taken care of. But mentally, I found is probably one of the points we really need to be mindful to give permission in. So just think about that for a second. Just a little bit about me. I've tried right. I've tried wrong. I did a lot of wrong. Anybody have party days in their early years? Yeah. I don't know that it was necessarily wrong. It just didn't really turn out that great. Yeah, it wasn't that productive. It was fun. Spring break in Mazatlan, things like that. Yeah. Now I seek to be accurate. So what does accurate mean? Oftentimes we talk or we teach or we mentor and we'll do this, do that. This is right, that's wrong. And what I've learned in life is whatever's accurate for you is accurate. And it depends on the destination. Okay? So you might want to decide, I'm going to invite you to decide to give me permission to share some insights, some perceptions that have been accurate for me. And if they're accurate for you, then you can embrace them and begin the process of change. You've all heard the proverb, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. How many of you in here are some type of mentor or coach to other people? Okay, tough room. Yeah. Anybody here not a coach or mentor to other people? All right, perfect. Okay, so you want me, I'll go first. I'll be transparent. One of the biggest mistakes we make in life is teaching people that don't want to learn. You will spend all of your productive time and energy teaching and mentoring and coaching, and they're not listening. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Now, when a productive person takes productive time and puts it towards unproductive people or people unwilling to listen or change, not bad people, nothing wrong with them. There's no need for judgment at all. Everyone is wherever they are and who they are. but you yourself become unproductive. So if you find yourself as a coach or a leader, and you all should, okay, and you're going, man, why am I not moving forward? Look at how you spend your time and energy in places it's not productive. Well, I want this time to be productive. So let's just open up and we'll share together. We'll grow together. But let's not leave here the same way we came, right? If we're going to take a day out, and I asked, I don't know if the message got out, but I just said, just be fully present today. I put my phone in the bag. I won't touch it all day. And that is like not normal for me. Not to touch it every 3 minutes is a stretch. Yeah. Hi, guys. Say hi to Barry and Catherine.
Hi, Barry and Catherine.
Hi. Okay, so I'd like to ask your permission to share some information with you from my perspective of what has been accurate for me, and for you to be open to hear it and feel it. And if it resonates, maybe begin the process of change. So teachability, let's talk about how this starts to show up when we're getting new information. Thank you so much. So, when the new paradigm collides with the old paradigm, that right there, I've had many people go, oh, I'm teachable, I'm coachable. Yeah, I can be mentored. Yeah, I'll take advice. But when that new paradigm touches that subconscious old paradigm and they collide, that's where the real answer comes. So again, today, just by creating awareness, all I'm doing is creating consciousness over it, awareness over it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just making you aware so we can consciously be aware that information is going to come at you, and we're going to share information in the mastermind, and it's going to collide with a program somewhere. It's going to collide with a paradigm. And when it does, you'll be challenged. So we're going to actually go into a mastermind right now, and we're going to talk about permission, and we're going to talk about teachability. So you're going to do it in your groups, and I think that's the next slide. Yeah. So discuss permission and teachability. We have 10 minutes. So in this group, you're going to discuss permission, teachability, same here. And what I want you to think about is, okay, what would it look like today if I heard new ideas, or I heard new concepts, or concepts maybe in a different way that I haven't been embracing, and they conflict with an old paradigm? What does it show up like? Like for me, it goes, I've heard that before. Okay. That doesn't mean it's not accurate now, right? What is your process in that moment to be teachable and willing to learn? Okay, so go ahead and talk in your groups. You got a mastermind right here. You got a mastermind right here. And we got 10 minutes.
Teachability is maybe willingness to change and willingness to learn. So if you're really willing to learn, but you're not willing to change it.
Yeah, that's cool. If a smaller group works, go for it.
Happen. And if you're willing to change, but you're not willing to learn something new, still no change. So
You can be right and then still not be happy with it. It doesn't feel like it. And I think it goes towards the same thing. And then what Spence, feeling with that. So if you have someone that haven't earned the right to ask for permission, and you're trying to put anything on the I think the challenge we're not living.
What an idiot, right? We don't need to be there. That puts you, that lowers you. Stay high. Oh, that's interesting. Okay? I don't like that person. Why? What wound in you are they touching? This is a big reminder of the internal work that we get to do, right? Teachability. Okay, how about over here?
I
would
think,
say, go ahead.
oh no, what I took from it is no matter how much you know and how much you've already realized, you always need to be educating and learning something new to keep adding value to your mindset.
David, can you put the board up with it?
You're right. Very, very good.
Okay, one thing is, in order to be teachable, you have to be open to be teachable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a prerequisite there in a sense. So,
Yeah. You consciously want to prepare for it. Like I have to. I you know, does anybody in here, is anyone aware of their ego in here? Yeah. So mine has been a work for a while. Oh boy. And yeah, so teachability for me is really tough. And I got to be honest with you, sometimes I tune out. Some of the people close to me, I told them I stopped taking input for several months. And then recently, through just observing life and becoming teachable a different way. So you might think because I stopped taking input that I actually was not teachable. But what happened is I stopped taking input from books, audios, people, and then started observing life. And then I went back and listened to, write this down if you're taking notes, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
And the prior 3 or 4 times I listened to it, the interview with the devil was my favorite part. Because I tuned out the irritating lady and all of Napoleon Hill's narration leading up to that. It's not really Napoleon Hill, but I hear him. I hear it as Napoleon Hill. The part leading up to the interview with the devil, you could just listen to that and it will absolutely change your life. But I didn't even hear it until I stopped taking input for a while. And I told David the other day, didn't I? I said, I went back and I go, you will be surprised at what happens prior to the interview with the devil. It's just crazy. If you haven't, don't read the book. Listen to it. I think it's totally different. Audible, Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill. So you've probably seen this. Can I have that rag or just a tissue? Bill was a test subject to test the video. Are we on record, by the way?
We are.
David, am I falling off?
You are about as good as you could be.
Okay. So you've seen this before, right? And you can take this down in a second. In the totality of all, let's just say there's a totality of all knowledge, infinite intelligence, right? What does this sliver represent? I know what I know. This is IK. What does this one represent?
I know what I don't know.
I know what I don't know. I know I don't know how to take the motor out of the vehicle and put it back in. But I know that I don't know. Now, if I know that I know how to take the motor out and put it back in, right? Now I know that I don't know. So IK, EK. What does all this represent?
I don't know that I don't know.
Oh, that kind of wins the day, doesn't it? Yeah. So what I realized about 6 years ago and started doing this work is that that little point represented about what I knew. And I became a lot more open and a lot more teachable at that point. So all of this to say, you know why? I just did a show. I was on air with John King, the author of Tribal Leadership, John Jantz, the founder of Duct Tape Marketing, Tom Gay, the CEO of Refer.com, Don Boyer, for those of you that know Don, and Mitchell Levy, who's a Silicon Valley consultant. We put a book together, and the book was on teachability. He said, Brett, what's the #1 challenge while you're out helping people? I go, well, we have good information, we have good systems, we have good models, and many people have good information, good systems, and good models. But the world just seems very closed off. And when you're working with people, the biggest challenge is to get them to realize that the bulk of growth happens in this spot right here. Not protecting all of this. You already have it. No need to protect it. You see what I mean? You don't need to be protective of this. If you want to protect something, protect the opening of your mind to cause and effect. Now, if you're getting the effect in life that you want, there's no need, probably, maybe, you have to decide, to really hear this that way. But if you're going, why does it seem that I keep doing things and working hard, and we've been taught that hard work, talent or skill, and time are the keys to success? Let's just do a quick test. Does anybody know anyone that's hardworking with a talent or skill that is put in time that is not getting what they want in life? That's not it. It's nice to have those three, but they're all part of a process. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. All right, Dee, thank you very much for this. Give David a big hand for saying everything to everyone.